Okay, next we're going to do 12.3. Yes, we are skipping 12.2. 12.3 is going to look at how we analyze data. So I've put out a survey or I've, run an experiment or an observation and I've collected a bunch of data. Now what do I do with it? Well, one of the ways we like to look at data is by looking at a histogram or it kind of looks like a bar graph. We're used to seeing those, right? Um, Here are the three kind of main ways your data might look, and you'll notice where there's a lot of data points at one point and it trails off to both sides. If it's off to both sides fairly evenly, we call that symmetric. If it kind of trails off mostly to one side, we're going to call that skewed. And if it goes left, it's going to be negatively skewed. If it goes right, it's going to be positively skewed. So when you look at histograms, um, we have to be careful. I mean, they help us see why sometimes looking at mean, median, mode, we have to be careful when we look at statistics. Hopefully mean, median, and mode are familiar words to you from your junior high years. I don't know that we've talked about them really since then. Remember, mode is the number that happens the most, and that's super easy to see in a histogram. It's going to be the tallest bar here, right? And there. Oh, remember that the median is going to be the middle number. So if I put all the numbers in numerical order and I start crossing off the ends until I get to the center, that's the median. And the mean is the average. So add all the numbers together, divide by the number of numbers, that's your average. Now, if you have a symmetric distribution, the the mean is pretty reliable as far as what your data looks like. But when you start getting some skews, that messes it up. And this is important to your teachers, especially when we look at our grade books and we're looking at that average of like the class average of things. Well, the mean can sometimes, usually we're looking at something that's negatively skewed, usually. And, the median might be that the class has mostly A's, maybe this is A pluses, here's the A's, here's the B's, but my mean might show, a low C or even a D plus or something. Well, how can that happen even though most people have A's and B's? Well, this guy didn't study and maybe this person hasn't taken the test yet, so they have 0%. I don't know. Those one or two people can totally throw off your data, which is why you have to be careful when looking at information. Now, there's another way that we can actually show this information. It's called, let me get to the right page here, box and whisker plots. And, sorry about that, guys. Here we go. This is what those look like. And these can be a little bit easier to understand and make sure that you're getting accurate information. Notice that it looks like a box with whiskers on both sides. The middle line is going to be the median or that middle number. So I like that that helps me visualize where most of my information is. Then on the left side and the right side inside the box is going to be where 25% each of your data is. So that's going to show where 50% of your data truly lies. Where are most people or whatever it is you're studying? Where is that? Then the whiskers show your outliers. So these outliers aren't too far to the left. These outliers are pretty far to the right, which is going to be skewing my data. This is what a box and whisker plot looks like when it is skewed. So you guys can see that 50% of my data is way up here. The other 50 really flags behind. Okay, like so. If we were in the classroom, I would have you guys take the graphing calculators out. We would actually get to learn how to plot these and how to find some more information with them, both the box and whiskers and the histograms. If you have a graphing calculator and you want to check it out, here's the directions. Otherwise, that's it for today.